guys, RanterInShades here, exercising my first amendment rights vlog style, and it's time for another episode of What's Wrong With.
What's wrong with me? You wanna know what's wrong with me? I can ask you the exact same thing. What's wrong with me?
I know by the title of this video, you guys are all probably thinking, Shades, what the fuck? ICP? You're really making a What's Wrong With about IC-fucking-P? Why the hell would you make a video defending those two face paint wearing dipshits? Fuck you, you juggalo piece of shit, I'm unsubscribing. I hear ya, I can read your minds. Let me just say right now that I'm not exactly a fan of the Insane Clown Posse. There are a few songs of theirs I think are decent, but I don't really see that as enough to lump somebody in as a juggalo. I feel the exact same way about Slipknot, who a lot of people are requesting I make a What's Wrong With about. I do plan on making one on them soon. I've never understood why even casual listeners who aren't even that big into ICP have to right away be labeled as a juggalo or a maggot in the case of Slipknot. I pretty much said this in my concert tips video, that if you only like a few songs by an artist, that really isn't enough to really be big into them. As far as ICP goes for me, I like a few songs such as Hocus Pocus, Suicide Hotline, The Needin' Game, Fuck the World, and a few others. By no means am I really huge on ICP, and never once have I ever considered myself a juggalo. As far as the rapping and the beats go, they're decent. That's all I can really say. I don't think they're the greatest rap duo. They got nothing on Eric B. and Rakim, and I'm not gonna go out of my way to jump to their defense because, again, I'm not a huge fan. That's something the Juggalo fanbase kinda has a nasty reputation for doing. They're pretty elitist when it comes to people not liking ICP's music. And that is something I have a problem with. A lot of juggalos and juggalettes can be really defensive and extreme when it comes to differing opinions, and they really need to learn to handle an opinion. But not all juggalos or casual fans of ICP are like this. If they just like the music, what's the problem here? That's all it really comes down to. They like a rap duo that other people don't. How is that different from you really liking a band that juggalos despise? I know there's been a bit of a history between Eminem and ICP. Juggalos really don't like Eminem, and Eminem fans really don't like ICP. If someone likes Eminem's music, or if someone likes ICP's music, how are you different from one another? You both really like an artist. It should just be left at that. I'm also going to show you a photo that was brought to my attention by a friend of mine that basically inspired me to make this video. I'm not going to go into great detail about this photo, but I want you to think about what it says for a moment. You can pause this video to read the whole thing if you want. Believe it or not, metal elitists do tie into this topic somehow. They like to bitch about how awful ICP is, as if ICP is really doing anything to metal at all. ICP is a rap duo. What the fuck do they have to do with metal? They don't label themselves as metal, the media doesn't label them as metal or market them to a metal audience, and their fans don't label them as metal. So you guys are freaking out over nothing. Oh, they sell ICP shirts at Hot Topic, a store that specializes in metal shirts. Oh, so Hot Topic specializes in something now? Since when do you guys give a shit about what's sold at Hot Topic? It's a fucking clothing store. Cry me a fucking river. Then there's also the metalheads who say that metal fans shouldn't bitch about rap because it's a completely different thing that doesn't have any real effect on metal, aside from nu metal, but we're leaving nu metal out of this. I agree with that. I think a lot of metal fans and rock fans need to shut the hell up about rap and hip-hop because they are usually very uneducated about the style and are so wrapped up in their own shit that they don't even realize that hip-hop isn't trying to kill rock or metal. I made a video on this a year ago, which you can watch here. If this is the case, then why is it okay for people to bash ICP? Last I checked, ICP were a rap duo. And you guys said metal fans shouldn't bitch and complain about rap. Can you see the double standard here? This is something I've never understood about metal fans when it comes to ICP. Now don't get me wrong, I like to make Lil Wayne and Drake jokes from time to time, but am I gonna say that they're killing metal or that they're the antichrists of music? No. Same thing applies to ICP. Again, and I can't stress this enough, I'm not a huge fan of ICP. I'm not a juggalo and I've never been one. I'm not straight up defending them because I don't think they're that great myself. I just think people like metal elitists have some bullshit logic when it comes to them, and that people are so quick to judge when someone even says something even the slightest bit positive about them or their music. With that in mind, I'm going to ask a general question to you, the viewer. What's wrong with the Insane Clown Posse? Please be rational when leaving thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and have a nice day. I'm Shades, and I'll see you next time.